Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 3rd. We are doing a September 3rd weekly reading for you, Leo. Let's see what's going on for you. I will be taking questions at the end. So, Carolyn, thank you again for the super chat. I will answer your question at the end once we get to the end of this reading. So everybody save your questions. I will also be back right after this video to do Virgo, and then I will be back again at noon Pacific Standard Time to do from Libra to Scorpio. And I'll also be back tonight. But let's see what's going on for Leo for the 3rd. If you want to get notified when I go live again, make sure to hit the bell icon down below. And also, I am doing a 20% off sale off all readings, which you can find out more about that in the link in the description below as well. But let's see what we got for you, Leo, for the week of the 3rd. Leo, you start off with the 10 of Diamonds. Very good card for money and money changes coming in for you. I do feel like it will be as a result of some sort of new path that you have coming in, some sort of new journey. I would say that any of you who are thinking about moving, or any of you that are thinking about making some other type of opportunity change. This could be a change in job, some sort of promotion. I do feel like it'll be very, very profitable for you, and I feel like it will be making you a lot more money. So that's very exciting as well. This is a great card for any of you that are going back to school as well. So again, any of you Leos who are going back to school, or maybe are taking part in training at work or something, this is a great card for this week as well. I also feel like this could be you learning about love. You don't actually have any love cards here, but you do have cards that kind of represent love, we'll say. And and I feel like a lot of you could be learning about relationships. You could be learning about how to increase romance or romantic situations in relationships as well. And again, I feel like all these things are going to be really good for you. So I really like to see that. Next for you, Leo, for next week, you have the 3 of Diamonds. 3 of Diamonds says that you could just be feeling off balance in finances. And again, it's not really a bad card. It's just a card that says, like, in your mind, you're thinking about old situations. You're thinking about things from the past, or you're thinking about like when you were limited in your finances, and those things could be coming up this week. This card definitely says, let those feelings go. I also feel like for some of you, you need to be careful with paperwork. I'd say especially job-wise. I feel like if some of you could have job opportunities, or you could have like new opportunities to get a new career or something, or again, get a promotion, I would just encourage you to really read the contract and to really make sure everything is kind of very, very clear. And you know what your responsibilities are. You end with the King of Spades. King of Spades just says, you as a Leo need to understand what your responsibilities are this week. You need to be very clear about what your responsibilities are. I would also say, like, if you're moving in with somebody in a relationship, or if you're increasing a relationship, or taking it to the next level, I would say that the same thing is going to be true for you. Next, you have the Joker. This card here represents the Joker in this deck. And for you, again, I feel like, again, it's kind of like a path. I feel like you're setting off on a new path, starting a new journey, you Leos out there. And I like this card a lot. I feel like you're just starting something new and kind of stepping off on a new journey. I feel like for some of you Leos, I feel like that this new journey will be as a result of travel. For some reason, you don't actually have very many travel cards here. 10 of Diamonds can be a card of travel, but I do feel like there's new opportunities through travel for some of you. So again, if you're traveling, that could be true. For others, this card just represents second chances. So I do feel like in love, some of you could have a second chance. I also feel like you could be getting a second chance or feeling like you have a second chance in finances as well with this card. Next for Leo, we have the 9 of Clubs. This is a card of opportunities and having new opportunities to do things that you want to do. So I really like this card a lot. It's also a card that says you should be putting yourself out there more. I would say any of you who are involved in social media, if you're involved in social media, I think this is a really good card. Like if you're on YouTube or anything like that. It's also a card that says give yourself as many chances as you possibly can to be successful this week. This card says, put yourself out there, take risks. This is kind of like a card of experimentation, because it is a card of recognition and achievement, but it says that you need to put yourself in positions where you can be recognized, where you can reach some sort of achievement. I'm also getting that for you Leos, again, those of you that are in relationships, there's just something here about needing to be clear with your partner. Again, I kind of talked about this earlier, but it's still like popping up into my head. So again, no assumptions this week in relationships. I would say be very clear, open, and honest with your partner and, tell them what you expect and what they should expect and, all this other stuff. I feel like there's a great need for clarity. And I feel like if you clear things up with a partner, I feel like, it'll be really, really good. If you don't, then I feel like things will not be as good. So again, make sure to do that. Next, another new path card here for you, Ace of Diamonds. Very good card for money. Very good card for more money coming in. For you, Leo, I feel like this could be a partnership as well. I feel like for a lot of you, this could be talking about love. This can be a card of marriage, actually. And for others, I feel like this could be like a business partner or somebody who comes in work-wise that could really help you out and help you make more money. This is kind of like a card of, really having somebody who's on your team, really having somebody who wants the best for you, who really wants to help you. Again, for a lot of you, I feel like it's work. And for others, I feel like it could be love as well. For some of you, I feel like it could be both. So that's also very interesting. And finally, for you, Leo, again, you have this King of Spades. This card is a card of justice and experiencing some sort of turnaround. I do feel like there is, I've talked about this a lot. I feel like over the next 8 years, again, I know this is a long time, but I feel like over the next 8 years, Leo is going to, I'm looking at the chart here and I feel like there's like a ton of turnaround energy, a ton of justice, a ton of correction for like the past karma. I've said it before, like maybe Leo hasn't necessarily had it the hardest out of all signs, but I think Leo has had it the hardest the longest, if that makes sense. I feel like maybe your challenges haven't been as extreme as some other people, but you've just had longer challenges. So in a lot of ways, I feel like that makes it harder that you've been dealing with these challenges in your life. So, that's definitely interesting as well. But definitely some sort of turnaround. I also feel like that King of Spades says you have learned from all these challenges. You have become something. They have not been for nothing. You are actually, these challenges are leading to something that maybe you can't see yet. And I think that is your main message this week, is to think about the challenges that you've been through and what they've kind of led to, or what they could lead to in the future. So it looks really awesome to me, Leo. Looks like a good mix of everything. So thank you, everybody who's here. Thank you for all the super chats. Really appreciate it. I will start taking questions now, but I do have to answer a question for Caroline first. She said, "Good morning, Chris. Caroline, I'm a Virgo and my husband is a Taurus. Is he cheating on me?" I feel like saying no. And again, you have the Eight of Spades, which says no. This is also a card that says communicate. It says, do not trap yourself in a prison by, not talking to somebody when you think they're cheating or something like that. It says open up to the other person. This card says if you hold things in, it's just going to make things worse. So make sure to open up to people around you. Let's see here. Somebody said, should I be worried about my work? I would say no. No. I feel like these are kind of fears that are popping up in your head that you don't need to be holding on to there. So definitely let those fears go. Let's see here. Somebody said selling house, going to market, wine bags with horse, working in the Hilton. I have no clue what that is. Please tell me if my health issue will be resolved. If you are a Leo, by the way, there is definitely some sort of resolution here for you. This is a card of changes and, good changes coming in. This is a great card for surgery or anything like that. Lauren said, will I sell my home? Yeah, by the way, Leo has had a ton of good cards about selling homes. This is a great card for selling a home. Let's see here. Leo rising, will my Cancer Taurus rising reach out to me and reconcile? Six of Diamonds, this can be a card of a turnaround, so there could be some sort of turnaround for you there. I do like to see that as well. Carol says, will I get a job soon? I do feel like there are multiple jobs for you at this time. Yeah, a lot of you Leos asking about jobs. I feel like you need to apply to multiple jobs. I think you need to apply to new things. And I also say take a risk if you're a Leo. Try to apply to something that's risky or difficult or harder to do. Somebody said, thinking about leaving my husband. To be quite honest with you, whenever I hear people saying they're thinking about it, it's like you've already made the decision. So why are you staying trapped in that situation? If you're thinking about it, there's probably a reason. So either open up to that person or leave is what I would say. And I do feel like that if you do leave, I feel like there's going to be somebody for you. I feel like you're going to be happy. I feel like good things are going to happen for you. So I would definitely encourage you to leave. Somebody said, Cap here, worried about my career. King of Diamonds, really good card for money and career coming in. Barb says, new romance for Leo. Four of Spades. This is a card of recovery, but I do feel like something is coming in for you as well. Somebody said, there is an Aries man that I used to see for 2 months. Then all of a sudden he just stopped talking to me. Will he still talk to me? I would say no, he's an Aries. So that's probably what's going to happen. Again, I feel like new people, I feel like you need to open up to new people as well. And I feel like there's a lot of new people that will talk to you. 10 of Clubs says that there are a lot of people who will talk to you out there. You just have to open up to those people is what I would say. So But it looks good. 10 of Clubs, very good card of jumping forward into success. So for those of you waiting for somebody to talk to you, I'd say just get out there and try to meet somebody. Will my Cancer partner and I move in together? I feel like it's a possibility for you. But anyway, I'm going to cut this off here. I will be back in just a few minutes live to do Virgo. So if I miss your question, just come back and I will answer your question at the end of Virgo. So thank you, everybody, and I will be right back.